Newark Liberty International Airport has made headlines when, in just 3 weeks in May 2025, it had 4 telecom outages. I'm Julia with CGTN America. Follow us for a more in-depth analysis of the news.
The latest was on May 19th, when the FAA facility in Philadelphia, which handles Newark air traffic, lost all radio frequencies for 2 seconds. A week earlier, on May 11th, an outage at the airport caused a backup system to fail, which necessitated a 45-minute ground stop to ensure the system was running properly. The radar was unaffected and stayed online. Just days before that, on May 9th, the same Philadelphia center lost radar access for 90 seconds. And on April 28th, air traffic controllers, also in the Philadelphia center, lost radar and all communications with aircrafts for 90 seconds. U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy promises that a fix for the airport's problems is on the way, and on May 20th, the FAA announced an interim order that reduces the max number of arrivals and departures at Newark until June 15th. But the outages have already caused thousands of flight cancellations, delays, and dozens of flight diversions. Several air traffic controllers have also gone on stress leave in the wake of the incidents.
So what's behind all of this?
Both the FAA and the National Air Traffic Controllers Association cite an outdated telecommunications line and a failed radar feed. In addition to failing hardware, a nationwide shortage of air traffic controllers, including at the Philadelphia Radar Center, known as Philadelphia TRACON, has also exacerbated the problem. While the FAA says that all aircrafts remain safely separated and no incidents occurred during that time, these repeated outages are still causing alarm around the country. Much of the Newark's air safety system still relies on outdated copper wire, which is prone to failure, especially when rerouting data underground from Long Island to Philadelphia. According to Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy, the FAA has resorted to buying spare parts on eBay just to keep the outdated radar systems operational. Duffy told the Senate Appropriations Committee on May 15th that officials have also looked into 3D printing parts. In response to the incidents, the FAA has promised to upgrade critical air traffic control systems and replace copper wire systems with modern fiber optic lines between New York and Philadelphia. It will also establish a dedicated standard terminal automation replacement system, or STARS radar hub, at Philadelphia TRACON, the FAA said. Meanwhile, the Trump administration announced a broader plan to rebuild the national air traffic control infrastructure. The proposal includes replacing 15 outdated control towers and 15 TRACON centers. But this has been a known problem. As recently as September 2024, the Government Accountability Office reported that it found that 51 of the FAA's 138 air traffic control systems to be unsustainable and that 54 were potentially unsustainable. This can include outdated functionality and the lack of spare parts. The GAO report also found the FAA to be slow to modernize, citing that some projects would take 10 to 13 years to complete. It also said the FAA didn't have plans to modernize other systems in need, 3 of which were at least 30 years old. In addition to infrastructure problems, staffing shortages have been a known problem at Newark and other centers. In July 2024, Newark's air traffic was transferred from New York's TRACON facility to Philadelphia in an attempt to relieve staffing pressures in New York, but the move may have backfired. According to internal FAA data, Area C of Philadelphia TRACON, which now oversees Newark traffic, is supposed to have 38 fully certified controllers. As of now, there are only 22 certified controllers. The remaining staff members are either trainees or supervisors still in training, according to the FAA. Additionally, only 10 of the trainees are currently authorized to work positions in Area C without supervision, the FAA says. The FAA is now short about 3,000 air traffic controllers across the country, and they are warning that the situation is becoming unsustainable. A CNN report also found that only 70% of staffing targets were filled by fully certified controllers. On May 1st, Secretary Duffy unveiled a plan to supercharge the air traffic controller workforce by offering a limited time incentive package to keep experienced controllers from retiring. The program will also offer new opportunities for veteran military controllers, increase the number of instructors, offer financial incentives to graduates and new hires, and speed up medical and security clearances for the best candidates. but he's also faced criticism from lawmakers and other groups for failing to support modernization and changes in the past. So will these upgrades and changes come fast enough? Or are situations like what Newark has seen 4 times now in the last month become even more common?
Let us know what you think in the comments.